this is more. But the problem is, it's a square. See, while mathematically it is more screen on this N5, almost anything you'd actually want to do to take advantage of a large screen is still better on the iPad mini. Like pull up the same YouTube video on each screen side by side, and you can see how much bigger it still is on the iPad, thanks to those black bars on the square screen. The biggest version of a keyboard on the iPad mini is still way bigger. The biggest web browser or any media window, anything landscape, is still going to be a huge advantage for the iPad mini. And so that is what got me down this path of thinking about these, like, is this style of foldable cooked? Now, again, let's go back to the original premise, the original theory of what could make this book style foldable successful. Because we know the early ones were very niche, and obviously early adopters would pick those up. But the goal someday is for this to be just a regular phone, and then it just happens to unfold into a tablet, right? If you can get to that, mission accomplished. No downsides. It makes sense for regular people. So at the beginning, the downsides were, they're twice as thick as regular phones. There's twice as much bezel as regular phones. They're also twice as expensive as regular phones. There's so many more parts and so much more R&D. They're twice as complicated to build and make durable. So let's say a future version of this phone comes along and somehow solves all of that, right? It's just as thin and light as a regular phone, even though it's a foldable. It somehow has the same battery life, the same flagship cameras. It's even the same price, despite having twice as many screens. It would still be a tough sell because of the square thing.